Jason, regardless of final score on Saturday, let's throw out a typical 45-10 Oklahoma win. So the result, the scoreboard, is not going to be a concern unless we have another repeat from Tulane of a year ago. But most likely not going to be a concern. So, what is going to be your focus? What are you most interested in seeing and would like to see from the Sooners?
I think a lot of the stuff that the staff has really preached, all spring and summer and fall is really, a lot more physicality at the line of scrimmage on both the offense and the defensive lines, which I think you've seen that so far. Does that translate over to the game? Is another thing. Adapting to the scheme on defense, I think, is going to be interesting to watch and a key for me to watch to see if there's any. It's a lot more complicated than what Oklahoma's been used to in the last few years. But just really seeing, are there any busts? Are there any guys out of position? One thing that you've seen is specifically people that have gotten an opportunity to watch some of those scrimmages here in fall camp is the one of the big things that you notice is the improved tackling. Oklahoma tackles quite a bit more in practice than they have been in the past. So obviously, you run that danger right in practice if you tackle, if you're a little bit too physical around getting people hurt, but at the same time you still want to be able to to practice the ultimately the most important thing on the defensive side of the ball, which is tackling and getting guys to the ground. So looking to see that improvement from a tackling perspective, and I think offensively to see how fast they go. Jeff Levy's offense goes really really fast. How do they look there from a speed perspective, and that physicality and discipline and things like that. As you mentioned, I mean, obviously there's a fair talent discrepancy between the two schools, right? So you would expect a comfortable win, but I think more than the score, you look to see, it's how some of these new and somehow these new faces, play on both sides of the ball. Obviously, a lot of eyes are always going to be on the quarterback, and Dylan Gabriel will be there. But some of the newness on both offensive and defensive side of the ball, and how that works out. Venables mentioned in his press conference again that over half of this team, or at least right about half of this team, has never played a game for Oklahoma. So whether it be incoming freshmen transfers or kids within the program that really just haven't had an opportunity to play, getting some of those new faces and players in different positions maybe than they have been playing in the past, and see what that looks like. So even though it's a game that you think, and obviously you've got maybe some have a little bit of PTSD with what happened last year against Tulane, but a game that you think you have obviously a really good chance at naming the score to a certain degree. So seeing exactly what that looks like will be interesting on the field.
I will say, Jason, that I don't pour a ton of time into my season predictions. We got yours on the Big 12 last week. We did a live stream last night on the main channel with my 2022 predictions. And I got to say that there's a quick look at all the work on the various conferences that I landed on Oklahoma in a different place than I expected to. So that can be a tease for everyone who wants to check out the link that I dropped in the chat. You might be pleasantly surprised at where I landed with Oklahoma.
Interesting.